Hi guys, my name is Cynthia and today we will be starting some herbs. I actually just bought two more towers from Greenstock because they were having their Galentine's sale, and so I think I'm gonna make one of those my herb tower and then one a flower tower. I think that'd be really cool. I do have a strawberry tower and that worked for me. So let's get started and let me show you what I will be starting today. All right, guys, so let's talk about what herbs I'll be starting this year. From Baker Creek, I got the Chinese chives. This is new to me this year. I love chives and I didn't have any last year. So when I went online, the first thing I wanted to get is chives. So that is a must. Next, from Heirloom Seeds, I started these last year. These are the Mammoth Dill. I really like dill for pickling, but other than that, it's not a flavor that I gravitate to in my everyday cooking. I mostly grow dill for the beneficials. I know that it's good for butterflies and bees love it, and it deters pests, and so that's a lot of the reason why I grow dill. Not so much for like consumption, more for the environment. Next, I grew these last year, and these are from Burpees. This is the broadleaf, or is it broadleaf? Yes, broadleaf sage. I grew, what is it, three plants of these, and they were enormous, beautiful. But then I realized, I don't use sage that much for cooking. So if you guys have any like ideas or good recipes, if you can put them down below, that would be excellent because I'm looking for more ways to use sage. I dried a bunch, I did all of that, but I still feel like having three plants is quite too many. Next, I actually got these from Greenstock, and I really love when companies like that sell garden goods send you seeds. I think it's really cool because sometimes you get something you've never tried before, and I need parsley. I had parsley and I can't find it, like regular parsley. So I'm happy to have this because I use parsley in everything. I love parsley. I put it in my eggs. I put it in everything. I love parsley. From Burpee Seeds is thyme. Thyme is also probably my first favorite herb that I absolutely love and need to have. Oh, you know what I'm realizing? I'm realizing I'm missing my rosemary. Did I not bring the seeds down here? I'm going to get them in a minute because I have to start rosemary. And then another cool thing I got from Garden in Minutes. So Garden in Minutes is a company that sells irrigation systems. They do square foot gardening, and I have them on all my beds, and I really, really love that company. But they sent me cilantro, which I didn't have, and I love cilantro. All right, that being said, I need to find my rosemary because that is an herb that we must start because I love rosemary. I realized that I also forgot my basil. So these are the Italian Genovese, and these are botanical interest. And my rosemary is from Burpees. We're going to get started, and I'm going to use my Epic Gardening seed trays only because, as you know, I started my onions and so on in the Epic Gardening 4x4s, and so I already have a tray ready to go, and it's missing, like, it's empty in some of the sections. I am going to use, I know I keep saying that, my green stock seedling trays, but I want to do it when I'm able to start a lot of something because it's a large tray. I think they're, what, like 38 cells, which is quite amazing. So I want to wait until I have like a lot to start, and I'm in zone 6, and so there's not very much I can start. Although I did watch a video by M.I. Gardner, and he's in zone 6A, I believe, and he said that we need to start our peppers because he was mentioning that the peppers have like several flushes of growth, and so if you start them sooner you can get more flushes of peppers. So we will probably be using my green stock seedling trays here shortly, but I wanted to just start with this herb garden. So let's just see what I have here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to get another tray, which I have over here, and my soil. I'm actually going to do this real time only because I feel like I speed up a lot. So what I'm going to do, is this enough? Yeah, that is enough soil. I'm going to put a little bit of biotone. Biotone smells, it just smells. How about that? Let me get some water quickly. This particular bag of Fox Farms is very hydrophobic. It's probably hasn't been, it's probably been sitting for a while. But I noticed that when I started something else, what did I start with this the other day? I can't remember. I used this for something else, this bag, and it was extremely dry. It's a little bit drippy, which isn't great, but it is what it is. Alrighty. Let's fill these bad boys up. I think it's just enough soil, which is great. I am excited because I know when you start seeds, it's the beginning of the gardening season, but the weather outside is so awful. We literally just got 8 inches today of snow and sleet and ice, and it's really something terrible. It's quite miserable outside. But I keep saying the closer and the more seeds I start, the closer we are to spring. I keep lying to myself. I mean, it is true, but it just feels like a lie. Alrighty, this is perfect. And look, not that much soil. I'm just going to push that aside. If you see any big chunks in your soil, get rid of it. Let me take off these gloves. Alrighty, make sure you get your plant tags. Make sure that you label them. And I always like to date them so that I can kind of like keep progress of how long it took for something to germinate. All right, we're down to 2 more. I don't love basil either, only in my pasta sauce. But even then, it's like when there's too much, I don't love it. Do you guys like basil? I grow it because it's a good companion plant for tomatoes, and I do use it for sauces and stuff. So, but just not, we're not like, we love pasta, but we don't eat a ton of it. I almost forgot how to spell cilantro. That's embarrassing. Anyway, put these remaining tags. I am going to put 2 seeds in each tray. In fact, what do I have here? How many? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have 12. I might start, yeah, I'm going to start 2 raspberries, 2 rosemaries, and 2 thymes. Let's read here. 1/4 depth. These seeds are so small, like itty bitty. My goodness. I'm going to do 2 cells actually of rosemary. I am also going to do 2 cells of thyme. Thyme is my favorite. Holy, these look like poppy seeds. They're so tiny. Wow. But herbs take a really long time to germinate. I can't even see if I did anything, but I know that I did because the seeds were in my hand and now they're not. And these are also 1/4 planting depth. I always like put them back in the bag over the floor because my fear is like scooping them back up because I do not like to waste soil. So I always like pick up soil, throw it back in. So what was that? What did I do here? Time. Alrighty. I am going to do two cilantros because I love cilantro, and I have some tomatillos in the freezer and I need to make salsa verde. So I need to have cilantro here soon. Oh, cilantro seeds are so cute. And I believe these are 1/4 of an inch planting depth. A lot of things are 1/4 of an inch is what I've come to terms with. So a lot of things are like, you know, do not cover, but most things are 1/4. I'm doing 2 cells, 2 seeds per 2 cells. That's cilantro. Perfect. Then I'm going to do I think I'm going to do 2 parsleys. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to have an extra cell on this one, so I might either do parsley or chives. Probably chives. Ooh, here we go. Sage. These are 1/8 of an inch. I've only put 2 in there. Yeah, I'm only going to do 2. I don't want to have too many sages. Sage. In that one. And in this one, I'm going to do dill. Let's put it in there before I forget. What is your favorite herb, guys? I know a lot of people love dill, but 1/4 of an inch. I always double check, even though I've planted these before. But dill reseeds, so I think once you have dill in your garden, I feel like you'll always have dill. There's a lot of things. Oh, I dropped the seed. There's a lot of things that are like that. It smells so good. Dill. I did sage. I'm going to do basil in this one. I actually just should do probably lots of basil. Although basil is so easy to propagate. You can just toss it in water and they just grow. It's quite amazing. I'm putting a few in there because I'm going to need to put it around my tomatoes. This is also 1/4. Then I'm going to do 2 chives, 1 parsley because I have a parsley already growing. And worst case scenario, what? I'll just start more seeds. But I think I'm going to have multiple. These are 1/8 of an inch, just so that you guys are aware. My goodness. This is why I speed things up, because my videos would take forever. I talk a lot. I take my time. Let me know if you like it long form like this, or if you just prefer me speed through it. I kind of like a little bit of both. I am starting a few in here. Worst case scenario, I will have to separate them. Not a problem. And I'm going to do 2 chives. Yeek. I know I've seen the Impatient Gardener. She has like beautiful, like a hedge of chives, and I think that that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Holy moly. There's so many in here. Hundreds. What is the planting depth? Surface. So let me just make sure. I got to put a little bit more soil in this one because these are surface sown. And that, I always like to follow the rules, you know. Here we go. Perfect. So I'm going to push this down so that it'll have good direct contact with the soil. I am going to put vermiculite on everything. I am kind of overseeding this. And now I'm just going to push down. Perfect. Now, some of these need more soil on the top. Everything but the chives. So let me put on my glove. I am having the best time watching YouTube right now because everyone is starting their seeds, and there's a few gardeners that I really like to watch that live in Australia, and it is so exciting to watch them like garden. It's quite nice. I gotta remember not to put anything on my chives. Well, it's no wonder why they reseed so quickly. Their surface. I have never grown chives before, so I'm really excited to see how it goes for me. I guess it's kind of like growing onions anyhow, right? All right, vermiculite time. So this is the vermiculite that I use. I'm also going to get my spray bottle ready to go. And I'm going to first start on my chives. Perfect. I love vermiculite. I literally put it on everything. Alrighty. We're going to spray it. Far away so that I don't disturb the vermiculite too much. But I want to make sure, especially with the chives because they're surface sown, that they have some moisture. Alrighty. So now we're going to put them on their little saucers, put their domes on the heating mat it goes. And you can see I did a video of my onions and I told you that my alliums really weren't doing anything, but I do want to give you a second update. Look at how great they're doing. They definitely came up, and I need to water them or spritz them, but I am going to have a few alliums. Now, these are the, what kind of alliums? Like those ornamental ones. So 5 is great because, you know, they keep growing and growing and growing. And in here I have lavender that I'm propagating from my garden. So I'm going to go ahead and put the domes on these. I really love these Epic Gardening ones. The ceiling trays, like everything. I just think they're great. I am going to buy more of those because I like them so much. Why is this not shutting? There it goes. We did it. So I'm going to leave the video here today, and I just want to say thank you so much for spending today with me. And remember, if you didn't get it done today, there's always tomorrow. Thanks for watching.